Okay. Now this is again a para completion question. Let's read it. Anyone who has ever played with an erector set knows intuitively that as long as the structural members remain well connected, a framework may become twisted and distorted if you throw it onto the floor, but it will never just collapse into pieces under any scenario involving self-related and self-proportional forces. Even if a giant came along and stormed on one of the towers, the continuous vertical strength of the specifically fabricated multi-story core columns with their welded connections and dense cross-bracing would cause the building to split out over a multi-floor region. So, what the question is saying is, anyone who has ever played with an erector set. So, what is an erector set? An erector set is the building blocks which children used to play, make houses, bridges, etc., etc. So, the author is saying anyone who has played with it would know that as long as the structural members remain connected, they will never ever collapse. Even if a giant were to come and stomp on it, it would just split but not break. Now, let's look at the sentence which would complete this paragraph. Let's look at the first option. The vertical spacing of the office floors did not correlate. Now, this word is quite interesting over here, did not. It is an abrupt tense shift, and any sane writer would not make a tense shift, at least in a paragraph. So this goes out of question. Let's look at the second option. This would be very much like the effect of a thunderstorm on a boat. But a thunderstorm does not push the boat down. So this is out of the scope. Third option says this would be very similar to the effect of an earthquake on a bridge. Yeah, the bridge may break, but again it's not by the force of thrust. Therefore, it also goes for a toss. Fourth answer option says this would be very much like the forces operating on a truss. Now, forces, what forces? So it becomes very vague. What is a truss? Truss are civil engineering structures which are made into the pyramid forms. Fifth says this would be very much like pushing down on a bundle of archery bows. Yes, here the same force is being applied which would have been applied if the giant would have stormed on a structure. Therefore, the fifth answer option is the right answer option. Because if we thrust the bundle of archery bows, they might split but would not collapse. Therefore, the fifth answer option becomes the right answer option.